which agent do you go with? It's often a conundrum for people. There's, of course, option A. Do you go with the chap that's quoted you the highest guide price? Option B, the guy that's quoted you the lowest fee? Or is it option C, the guy that's given you the best sales pitch and the most professional approach? Few of you nodding in the audience, and you'll probably say, well, actually, Alex, you know what? It's a mixture of all of those in different measures, and that's how we're going to gauge which estate agent, when I come to sell my house, that we should go with. And you're all in agreement. Great. The answer is, of course, none of that. It's answer D. It is, of course, look at the estate agent's front of house team. At the end of the day, these are the people sat in the office on most days on the telephone. They're meeting and greeting people off the street. Those are the guys that are actually selling your house at the end of the day, not the very nice chap, the valuer, sat in your kitchen necessarily. Of course, he will be in the office and taking the odd call, but more likely than not, it will be the guys that are in the office. And that is probably one of the most important points in terms of having to cut through a lot of, at times, sort of sales speak and getting to the heart of the matter. So, market appraisals, and this is where you, as the homeowner, are inviting agents out to come and see you. And I always sort of say to clients, get 3 agents, not more, because then it starts to get confusing. Most important thing is please ignore your friends and your family, because at the end of the day, of course, your mother, your wife, your cousin, your best friend are going to, of course, say that your house is the bee's knees and you're underselling it and you should, of course, put an extra 200,000 on the price. Yes, they're always going to flatter you, but at the end of the day, they're not actually in touch with the market on a daily basis. And I treat their advice, of course, with a touch of caution. And again, be careful, I've put and Zoopla exclamation mark. Zoopla at the moment are an interesting one to watch. They've got a very generalised algorithm. And again, people sort of hang their hat saying, well, look, Alex, I've looked up my property and Zoopla's churned out this number and it's got to be worth that. Unfortunately, the way maths and statistics work, it's just done on averages, and it's just there to give you a ballpark guide. It's not there necessarily to, as I said, hang your hat on, and that is it in pounds, shilling and pence. The other misconception is, at the end of the day, estate agents are not valuing your property. They're not there to value your property. They're there to give you market commentary and market advice. And by that, I mean they're not there to give you pounds, shilling and pence. This is what your property is worth this afternoon. They are salespeople, they're marketing people. They will say, Alex, we think your house is worth £500,000, but in order to get that for marketing purposes, we're going to put it on at a guide of 550 or 525, whatever it is. So again, just be mindful of that. So it goes back to how you choose your agent. You don't list them out in terms of A, B and C. Well, this is the price order of guide price. We'll go with a chap that's given us the highest guide. It's slightly irrelevant in that regard. And as I've mentioned, at the end of the day, it's a people business. Everything that I will go and talk through, it's all about people. It's all about building rapport with the right people, and you are buying with your estate agent. You're buying into that individual, of course, who sat in your kitchen talking you all through it. You're buying into the very nice front of house team and all the viewing agents, because at the end of the day, you strike a good rapport with them. They will look after you, and they will, on a lot of occasions, I have to say, bend over backwards to help you.